Okay, so I am going live. I'm just giving this a test. I don't really know if anybody's going to watch it. But as I said, I switched video editing programs recently. I'm learning a lot about motion graphics and templates and trying to tweak them. I updated my chat background. As you can tell, I have a little bit, I would say probably better appearance on it. I found the Vatican yellow, the yellow from the Vatican flag, and tweaked the background on that. But I'm not really sure if anybody's watching. If so, that's great. If not, eh. Just giving this a few bells and whistles. Main thing was it's been a while since I tried to do a live stream with OBS, Open Broadcast System, which is what I'm using right now. From what I see on this thing, it allows me to see if anybody is in the chat, or at least if anybody makes a comment on the chat, and that's the whole point of that. I'm in the chat on another window, so let me try doing this real quick. I'm going to type something in. Darn fly. So, okay, that came up. Good. So the idea of that is so that if I do a live stream on my own and I do have an audience, then I can see comments that people are putting in the video. The other thing I was going to try to play with, let's see if we can do that. Okay, so yeah, so again, the beautiful thing about OBS is it gives you options to be able to rotate between screens with really no problem at all. So previously this was the YouTube screen, and this is a stream window for comics that I subscribe to. I figured this would kind of be a chance to show what my thoughts are on the current comic industry. Let me see. So again, I'm still learning how all this stuff is working and everything, but okay, so the comic book store near me gave access to their subscription website where I can subscribe to comics that I really want. I can see the upcoming comics, and I can choose to subscribe to them if I want. The only thing is, over the course of this last year, my pull box, basically comics I have listed on demand, is shrinking with every week that goes by. And as you can see on here, I only have about 9 subscriptions, and I have no comics out this week. So let's try seeing. Okay, so okay, that's different. Not happy about that. So one of the comics I've been subscribing to, this will be the 10th issue, is Something is Killing the Children. I think it's from IDW or Black Horse. It's kind of a weird comic, but I figured it might be something that could be collectible in a few years. Don't know if it will. I've subscribed to Firefly, the comic, for almost the last 2 years. And then Star Trek Year 5, which is also by IDW, and that's a comic that I've subscribed to for, well, as you can see, number 14, so I have all the previous issues. Batman White Knight. That is from DC, Black Label, the new version that they've been going with to provide probably a little bit more, what would be easy to say, PG-13 plus content. Okay, the next one is A Guilty Pleasure, Rick and Morty Go to Hell. I got hooked on Rick and Morty this year. I'm not going to apologize for that. The comic, it's a silly comic. But yeah, that'll be the 4th issue. The next one is one that I tried to cancel, and when I tried to actually cancel it, it accidentally doubled the order, which I'm not too thrilled about. And that would be Superman, which is done by J.J. Abrams, and it's the only Marvel comic I think I have in my pull box right now, because really it's gone downhill. I really don't care about Marvel anymore. Used to be I would get a bunch of Marvels. Not now. So in October, you got Star Trek Year 15, so the next issue of Star Trek. Batman The Adventure Continues, which is kind of, if you remember the animated series from the 90s, it's done in that style. Then finally, J.J. Abrams' Spider-Man comes to an end in October. Let's see. So, October 21st, I got another issue of Firefly. Rick and Morty Go to Hell again. And Something is Killing the Children. Then, a week after that, October 28th, Batman White Knight Presents. And then it looks like another Rick and Morty starts over. Another series of Rick and Morty. Star Trek Year 16. Then you come into November. So notice there's about a week where there's a gap. It used to be I would get maybe a few comics every week. Now I'm down to some weeks where there's nothing or even just one comic. So Something's Killing the Children. And then Firefly number 22. Rick and Morty, Ever After number 2, and Year 5. So really, for the month of November, I only have 4 comics that I'm picking out. And, you know, part of the thing, too, is I'm at the point where why do I want to pay $4-5 for a comic when I can get something from the 40s or the 50s for the same price? So DC is the only thing that really is attracting me is some of the dark label or the black label comics. And yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to do a quick little test run. Main thing was the waiting to go thing, as I called the countdown. So as you can tell, that is going to need a little bit of tweaking because I just was able to convert that into an MP4 and I was able to import it into OBS, but as you can tell, I need to work on the background and all that. I got a very attention-starved cat playing down here with me. So yeah. So if anybody watches this, just please hit the like button. That helps me. And until next time, we'll talk to you later.